Everybody, it's me, Raina, or Rhonda, whatever you want to call me in German or whatever. Anyway, I just had this really weird experience. Kind of a little shaken up about it. But it was kind of a visitation, and well, it was a visitation, and I wanted to share it. I wasn't going to go on, but I'm kind of used to these things, but this one was an angry visitation. And what happened was I was watching on the internet. I was watching some. I did a lot of cooking this morning, and I made some meatloaf again. I didn't have any turkey and bacon to go on it, but with lots of vegetables in it, cooked vegetables, mushrooms, peppers, onions, the whole parsley and everything. And I made some hamburgers for tonight out of that. We eat turkey burger. We don't eat red meat. And then I made some red cabbage coleslaw to go with that. Anyway, so I was doing a lot of cooking and I was watching politics and I checked in on the Summer Wells thing a couple of times. I kind of gave myself a day off, a couple of days off because it was, mentally trying as it is for everybody. I've seen a lot of stations who've been following the case kind of going, I can't, these people, I can't stand it anymore. I have to give this a break. I can't take this. I get it. I mean, I'm there too because it's mentally draining for all of us. And, there's nothing we can do. And the police, I, I think since they're out of leads, I kind of think they should go with maybe, I know they have a psychic, Juanita, I think her name is. I saw her being on interviewed, and I think they should maybe listen to people a little better. Like I've turned in my psychic things a long time ago, like right at the beginning. I turned into things what I saw, and actually they've been pretty accurate so far. What I've turned in about the whole family, like my first reading, I said, look into the family. There's a lot of stuff in the family. It came through the cards. I mean, it said there's a lot of secrets, and has there been disappearances before, or murders, or there's all kinds of family crap. And damned if it didn't come true. I mean, and lots of other things. But anyway, I was laying down with the phone, and I thought, okay, I'm just going to turn this Summer Wells thing off because I said, God damn it, why can't they listen to some people who say, look in a well? I think she's in a well, and I think it's on their property near an old train track and near a covered bridge, old stone covered bridge, and there's a creek. And I think she would be on their property so they could keep an eye on her. And she's with a dog because the dog wouldn't stop barking, so they killed the dog, one of her dogs, because she loved. Oh, I mean, there's plenty of dogs, but anyway, so I was really mad. I was like, God damn it! How do you ever? Sorry for cursing and everything, but maybe you should listen to some psychics. Now you've got Juanita on the case here, but how is the rest of us? Listen to some of our leads. Maybe you need to, or she's never going to be found. Um, so anyway, I was really mad. I was hepped up, and I was just like lying there, like, "Grr." So anyway, I felt weird. I just didn't feel good. I felt kind of nauseated. I was lying on the bed with my dog on the other end, and I felt like this presence. And when I feel a presence, it's sort of like molecules, and I could feel molecule. I don't know how else to explain it. Like an energy around me, and it was taking me over and part of the room, and it was very strong, and it wasn't a happy type molecule like when my mother comes to visit or something like that, or didn't have a smell like flowers or something like that, or cooking like when my mother or my tantas come. And I just got and I fell back into it and started to meditate. and said, I said, Summer, is that you? Are you here? Can you tell me anything? Can you tell me where you are? I said, she had heard me basically getting all pissed off at the police, for not following other leads, like other people's leads or some psychics maybe, to get this thing over with. So anyway, I'm concentrating, and I could feel the strength of her energy, and she wasn't happy. She was rather angry, and so I'm listening, and I'm asking and asking. Suddenly, I felt this pain. I felt from my lower back into my hips, and it was pretty bad. It was like an ache, a bad ache from my hips, lower back, hips, down to my thighs, and the pain. I was just lying there, and it was getting very uncomfortable. And I says, "Is this where you're hurting?" And she just didn't answer me, but she said a couple things, or someone did. I heard a voice say Hawkins County at one point, and I did some more, meditating. I know how to go into a trance pretty easily, and then I heard discussion real fast. And then it took a little while longer, and I turned on my side because it was getting uncomfortable, this pain, and suddenly someone said, "Dawn at the back door," and it was like she was afraid, she was afraid of Dawn being at the back door, and I saw the picture of the back door in my mind, and it was like, "Run, Dawn's at the back door," and I was thinking maybe Dawn had more to do with it than we thought. Maybe Candace, and I saw a picture of Candace in my mind at one of the last vigil they had, and how sad she looked. And I thought maybe Dawn had more to do with this than Candace did, because I knew Dawn was menacing at that back door, and Summer was afraid. And that kind of made me think a little bit, like maybe we're we're going down the wrong path. Candace has, got problems being a good mother, but maybe there's something else there. And then because Candace looked so sad, it almost seemed like she was genuinely sad. And then suddenly someone said, "Dawn arrested." And that was, and then I'd had enough. I came out of it, and I tried to get the energy gone. I said the Lord's Prayer, but I knew I couldn't get this energy gone. This was angry energy, and it was not something I could just pray away. And so I got up, I walked around, I went in the kitchen, I got something to drink, some tea, and I called my husband. I said, "When are you coming home?" And he said, "In about an hour." "What's wrong?" And I told him, and not the whole story because he's driving from work. They just left work. And I said, that happened. He said, "Oh." And I said, "Well, I feel kind of weird. I feel uneasy." I said, "I can't, this is negative energy, very negative." And I said, she probably picked up on my energy that I was angry. So she was angry too. Because I was angry, because she's angry that they're not looking in the right places. And she picked up on me. And so she's not happy. I mean, even though I did have a vision yesterday, anyway, the point is she's not happy. I wasn't happy because they're not looking in the right places. And she's not happy because I wasn't happy, and then she picked up on that, and we were both mad. So that's how I figured it out, that she had such negative energy, and those kind of spirits is hard to get rid of. It didn't mean to get rid of her. I just wanted her. I don't deal with angry spirits that I can't pray away. I just don't do that, because there's nothing you can do for them if they're in an angry phase. So she's getting frustrated too over this whole thing, and she wants to be found, because apparently she can't a lot of people are angry, so are frustrated. So she's picking up on us and me, and she's frustrated too. But I did have a vision yesterday. I was thinking about her and I said, "Where are you?" And someone said, "There is a place." And I saw, it was a daytime vision. I saw in front of me, there was a stone bench. And it was an old stone bench, like in a clearing in the forest. And I suddenly got this really warm feeling. Like, like when I'm very close to heaven. And I started to cry because I knew that she was really gone, even though I've already known she was really gone. But I got this warm, beautiful feeling when they said there is a place, and they didn't have to finish the sentence because I knew that she was very close to heaven. And which doesn't mean she's not frustrated that, her this is taking so long, and but whatever, it was beautiful. And last night I had a vision. I saw my usual background, my black and gray background, and there was a cathedral. It was kind of, it looked like it was made out of mist. It was kind of foggy instead of like, straight, and it was white against the background, and it was a little far away from me, so it was supposed to be misty. And in front of the cathedral was an angel, and the angel was very thin, slim, and she was kind of levitated off the ground. And her bottom of her dress was went into a triangle, and she was more like a shadow spirit, but she was all in white, and she was a good spirit. And the word gift came up, and I didn't really know what it meant at the time, but I think it means that I'll be getting more information as a gift, um, because that was just the way it is. Because we're getting closer and closer to this ending, and it was a beautiful vision. And then when I woke up, I was, come out of it. I was just happy that I got that because it was a beautiful angel, and the cathedral was beautiful, and it was, maybe it meant my gift is going to become stronger from this or whatever. I also chose some cards this morning. I I do them in threes because they're, oh, let me change this, switch this around if I can. You can see, I'm sorry about this light. I know it's so bright, but I really don't have anywhere else to sit. Um, okay. The Two of Pentacles just means kind of like handling things, balancing things on your own. Um, it also shows, no, I don't know if this is the right cards. Oh, I think, all right. Okay. Just balancing things, trying to balance your securities, kind of hang on to what you have financially. Not feeling real great about your situation, your financial situation, or your home situation. Just kind of feeling not real great about yourself, especially the way you're handling your money. The Five of Wands reverses means a lot of chatter. It means this is the more or less the past. It means it could be what's going on Facebook, or this is kind of the past. What's going on in fast. The people are. It's a like people are arguing. There's a lot of words going back and forth. It's a reverse card. It means a lot of sometimes nasty words, things that aren't things thrown at each other, rumors, kind of things that aren't always nice. being said back and forth, unnecessary words that sometimes can cause a lot of hurt. All right, the Knight of Pentacles is help. I mean, the Knight of Cups is help coming. This is the past. There was help coming in the past for this family. He comes with a straightforward, it's all the people who've helped with the situation, who've come forward honestly and sincerely to help this family. All right, then we have the Five of Cups, someone being really ungrateful, really taking advantage of a situation, in the middle of just being ungrateful, totally ungrateful. And I think that's the way they acted, the parents acted, and the grandmother at the beginning. They were real wishy-washy on everything, and they were offered help, but they always wanted some more, give me more. And they just weren't happy with anything. Nothing was good enough. Nothing was right. They were like going ping-ponging back and forth. The Ten of Cups means in a reverse position means family problems, a lot of them. Again, this is emotional, and so is the Five of Cups. It has to do with your feelings, the way you get along. There's a lot of problems in family in the past, obviously. Children, home, family. This is what this card means. The Two of Swords means putting up your back against people, putting up a block. And this is what I told the police when I called in my first set of readings. You're going to run up against roadblocks all the way through this because the family's not going to cooperate, and they didn't for a long time. Just defending. The Moon is secrets. The Two is how you feel about yourself, your inner self. You're not sure. Holding up your protection, your swords. And the Water has to do with emotional things, emotional issues. Okay. Again, this is getting ready a building. I've said this before. There's a structure that she's where she is, and the building was being gotten. It's either a renovation of some sort or something was put on top of it to finish it off, and before they needed it. Maybe it was some construction that he was working on but it wasn't ready yet. It was still under construction. So they might have added to it to cover it up, which is what they did. I constantly get that card with them. Five of Swords means being stealthy and just, it's kind of like the Two of Swords, just being stealthy and changing your mind all the time, being argumentative, not paying attention all to the law, to police, just fighting, changeable. Everything is change. Oh, they have a couple other fives here too. Just changing your mind, like the Five of Cups right here. Just making it confusing and making things more difficult for everybody by being combative, changing your mind constantly. Okay. Then we have this, I think this is the church trying to help the Queen of Wands. A lot of support from the church. Even if some people think they're a little creepy, it still was help, and they really needed it. The Empress reversed is a woman who is supposed to be a good maternal figure, but she's not. She doesn't have what it takes. She's not a good mother. This is a real bad problem in the family, especially if you have kids, not being a good mother. Next to that is the King of Swords. This is a man who really doesn't have the love, the compassion, the knowledge. If it would be the King of Cups or even the King of Wands. This is the King of Swords. Swords means confrontation. It means going after something, but going at it in a kind of an aggressive manner. The Hanged Man. I need some tea. Excuse me. The Hangman reverse means refusal to let go of things that you need to let go of. The Hangman in regular position is you need to make sacrifices in your life. You need to let go, to let things happen. You need to sacrifice, to let some things go to make your life a better place. And reverse, it just means refusal. And you have the two of them here. You have the Empress, the King of Swords, and reverse, the Empress, and then the King of Swords, and then just refusal to change, refusal to let go, to be better people, because you need to. Okay. Then we have the three of Hearts, which is three people who are in constant conflict with each other. It's broken heart. It's a sword again. You people should know this by now. You should be able to read these cards. The three also means communication. You have rain clouds. It's just a really not a good card for communicating at all. At least it's not in a reverse position, but the sword, the Three of Swords, is not a good card at all. If it would be a relationship someone was asking me about, I'd say, why don't you just chuck it? Okay, the Magician reverse, misuse of skills, just letting everything go. I guess it was just like letting your house go, letting your job go, letting everything fall apart. Not, again, the Two of Wands, that means being in control. It's in a reverse position. It means just letting everything fly. Not living up to your responsibilities, not being there, not doing the things that you do. The Magician is a skill card. It means your job, and being a homemaker, and a wife and a mother, that's part of a job. That's a big job. I did it for quite a while. My kids are grown now, but that's a big skill. So anyway, the two of them together means they're really out of control as far as that goes, that they're not using their skills at all. And along with the Three of Swords reverse, the Three of Swords reverse, this just means that everybody's fighting and nobody's doing anything. The place, and when I saw the pictures of the house, I really got this one. Plus, nobody's using their skills. Don's like working when he feels like it now. The whole picture's falling apart. Here's a woman. Okay. Children. This is the children card, the Six of Cups. It means the children are in a good place now. They're in good placement. But there's a woman who is actually kind of pulling herself together a bit. Like, I think Candace says but she still needs things. So she's going to try to manipulate the situation like she always does, because she's a manipulator. But she needs things to survive. She needs other people to take care of her. So she'll manipulate anybody she can so she'll get things. It's the Nine of Pentacles. She needs things, so she doesn't care how she manipulates you. She'll do it to get what she needs. And you have the children here. The children are now safe. But there's still a lot of depression going on here in this coupling. And the children are also having problems. There's also worries about money in the family, and also with the police. They're worried about money, where they're going to get the money to continue with these searches. So that's that. This is the depression card. It means really bad. You see the person sitting there with the swords. The nine means a universal card. It means everything put together. Okay, and then you have Judgment card. Okay, something is going to happen. It's a judgment. It means a decision is going to be made. Something important is coming up, and I can feel it, and so can a lot of other people feel it. The Tower is breaking down of something that needs to be torn down and rebuilt. Six of Swords means passing away from, it has to do with family too. Passing away from difficulties. This person is moving out of more turbulent water. Water, again, has to do with emotional things and moving into solar waters. When they make that decision to make that judgment, which they will, I believe Don's going to get arrested. Like I heard and what she told me, he's going to turn himself in. He's going to get arrested. And once he does, things will move more smoothly and we can move on with this thing. I don't think he'll say that Candace did anything. I don't think he'll turn her in at all, even though I know she had to do with it. But he'll crack first, but he won't turn her in. So this is what the reading said. And the Emperor goes against you. This is business, law, legal. It has the 4. The 4 has to do with these things, legal things, work, buildings, legal things. I said legal choice. Justice. It's 4. The 4 is the work number. It's it means anything that has to do with work. It's kind of a boring card, but it's things that need to be done. It's like things that you put off, but you really need to get them done because you can't move any further unless you do this. So there's justice. There will be justice after this. And then the Queen of Swords, the Fortune, Devil. Yeah, letting go. So that's kind of it. Like I said, she's mad right now because we're all mad that they're not looking where they should be looking, and they're not taking us seriously because Don and Candace made such a mess of this social media thing that the police don't want anything to do. He goes off, he goes on, and all that stuff like that. So that was my reading, and I did see the angel. It said gift. And angels are very special to me. I still have to write my angel encounters, my physical manifestations of angels, which are really, really interesting and neat. And, she's just waiting and we're waiting. And I feel it's coming soon because Don is cracking up. And he's the one who's going to turn himself in. He's going to get himself arrested. And if Candace wants to turn herself in, he's not going to turn her in, but I think he had more to do with it than and I don't know why I felt the pain in my back and my legs, which I don't feel anymore. I believe that it was an accident. I don't believe it was on purpose. I think maybe she landed on her back or something in the pool. I still say I think it was the pool or the pond, that she might have had an accident and they all try to cover it up because it would have looked like neglect or whatever. So I'm going to say goodbye right now because my throat is short and my husband should be home soon. So I wish you all well, and I will keep you updated, and hopefully I can get Summer back when she's in a better mood. I don't deal with angry spirits. It's just you can't get anything done, and you can't pray them away. I don't do that. I wait till they're calmed down. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye.